It's Friday night, Pint, and we are live here tonight talking about all the latest goings on with West Ham during the international break. Apparently, West Ham are going to be in for some goalkeepers in the summer, including Aaron Ramsdale, England international. Aaron Ramsdale. The Paqueta case is getting underway. There's more details about that. David Moyes is apparently acting as a character witness for that, and other transfer stories are hotting up. But yeah, I'm here with Nicky and Scott. Evening, chaps.
Evening, mate. You all right?
Evening. Nice hat there, Nick.
Got a beer?
No, listen, I haven't got a beer today. Okay.
I'll let you off.
I've got to stay off for a couple of days, mate.
Yeah, you're on the medication. All right. I'll put my beer back then.
Put it back. On the medication. I've just drunk far too much over the course of this week.
Right, there was a rule, mate.
Here are the dogs, Scott.
There was a rule, mate, 2 weeks ago.
Yeah,
and you've already broken it.
Do you know what I've always?
It's a pint.
I always say to Dano and Jace, you can't be hungover if you're drunk. That's a fact.
That's right.
I've never been drunk and hungover.
The thing is, Dan, is I don't get hungover anymore, so I just get drunk.
Oh, there you go. What's your problem then?
Right, before we get into this segment, I've got to say we've teamed up with Fresh Ego Kid. You can see the baseball cap I've got on here. I'm going to turn it back to front as it happens, but you see that nice little hammer sign there.
Very nice.
The link in the description. Shall I turn it backwards or frontwards?
Looks like he's going to catch some Pokemon or something. Like,
I ain't really got it from. I'll be honest, I really ain't got it from. But we've teamed up with Fresh Ego Kid. You can go on their website now. They've teamed up to make a load of West Ham hats. More designs than this. Let me just play the little advert that we got. So, yeah. So, can you still hear me? Yeah. While this is playing? Yeah. So Fresh Ego Kid have teamed up with us to give you a selection of hats. From next week, we'll be giving one away for the best comment. So we'll have a load to give away, and we'll be giving away some to the fan cams as well. Thank you for sending us these. There is going to be a link in the description down below in about 5 minutes with a 10% off code where you can go to their website and buy these hats. But thank you very much, Fresh Ego Kid. They're partners with us for the rest of the season. If you want to support the channel, go and get one of these caps. They're quality. They're quality caps. Well-known brand. Footballers are wearing them. So go and check them out. And they're all West Ham ones. So yes.
You know what I like is the mesh thing on the back. I just got into wearing some hats in the summer, as I've got a bald head. I'm not usually a hat person, but I'm trying to not get sunburn. And the mesh I'm looking at mesh hats because they keep your head cool while not letting the sun through. And that's for a bald man like myself, it's key.
Expressions Oozing does wear these caps. I might send him one of these ones.
Yeah, it will look much better.
Yeah, when I get to the studio, I'm gonna grab one of these on and put one of these ones on. There we go. So there,
But speaking of hats, I remember when Joe Hart wore a hat in goal for West Ham. And speaking of goal,
a hat that was given to him by my friend
Joe Hart. Yeah. Oh, there you go. There you go. And,
he didn't go out with a hat. He had to get one from the crowd. But there we go.
Yeah. That's it. He had to. Some crowd member had to give him one, and we all remember that. And that was a past West Ham goalkeeper, and we talk about a new future West Ham goalkeeper. What a segue! Aaron Ramsdale is reportedly an option target potentially for West Ham in the summer. Now, I picked. Apparently, we're looking at the Burnley keeper as well, but I jumped on
the better keeper.
Yeah, he'll be a better keeper, of course. But I just found the reason I went with the Ramsdale just because I just found it really. I was drawn to that name because I'm like, really, Aaron Ramsdale. I know he's an England international, third choice England keeper, but that would I don't see how that upgrades anyone that we have in goal. I just think he's horrendous.
Look, I'm a lover of Ramsdale, right? I think he's quite overrated as a goalkeeper in general, but it is an upgrade on Fabianski. Fabianski's getting on a bit now. He's been a great servant. He should move to the number 3 position because obviously our number 3 goalkeeper at the moment is just there just as emergency cover.
Following him, right?
Yeah. you know, and that's the thing. It's you know, we can't rely on Fabianski. Areola has been very hit and miss. He seemed to have refound his form now that Potter's come in, but you know, look how easy he lost his form, and this is the worry. You know, so we do need to improve that goalkeeping situation. But as I said, I don't really rate Ramsdale myself. He is an upgrade on the two that we've got out of three.
You think he's the two? Yeah.
Yeah.
I was on DR Sports this week, right? And if you want to check this out on Thursday, if you want to check this out, go and check this out.
Don't post the clip or we'll get copyright claimed.
Yeah. I'm gonna contact him about that. That's fucking bullshit. But I have categorically said ever since I saw him, yeah, he's one of the worst goalkeepers I've ever seen. He is terrible. He is awful. He is a clown. He is. Do you know what? He needs to go and play with Man United in that new circus tent they've got there. That's how much of a clown the guy is. Yeah, he is a absolute. He's a what they call him, a hype man. He's a hype man. He plays up to the crowd. He's got relegated. This is going to be the third time relegated. Did you see the goal he let in the other day? Did you see that goal that he let in the other day? The man has openly admitted in an interview that he cannot concentrate for 90 minutes. He cannot concentrate for 90 minutes. He is a showman. He is erratic. He is awful. I know that they're all meant to be a bit loopy. Yeah. My son plays goal. My son's going to be in a cup final on May the 10th. Yeah. He's a better goalkeeper than him. I'm going to tell you that now. How he's getting in that England squad, I don't know. If he turns up at West Ham, he better not be playing, because if he's playing, I won't be going.
Yes, it is. Like, you could argue that Southampton, you know, he's having to face a lot more shots, so he's going to let more in. But like you said, like some of these shots that he's letting in are horrendous. And I reckon if they had a much better goalkeeper, I mean, they might not stay up, but they wouldn't be breaking the record points total for the lowest points ever to be relegated.
No, mate, it's nothing to do with Ramsdale that they're in the position they're in.
But you can't say he's blameless, Scott. He has to take a portion of the blame.
Well, he has to take some of the blame, but they are bad.
A good goalkeeper gets you a good few points. I'm not saying it gets them out of relegation. That's what I'm not saying, Scott. But I'm saying if they have a better goalkeeper, they're not. What are they? 9 points at the bottom of the table, and 9 points this far. Come on.
Listen, I know, right, that Areola hasn't been thinking. I think a lot of the beginning of the season, Areola was poor. He was poor, right? I saw that guy make, I think, the save of the season against Newcastle. That deflected shot when he kicked it out. Yeah, that was Gordon Ramsay.
Gordon Ramsay.
Gordon Banks-esque picking it out the corner like that. It was up there as the best, right? On the same day, or the same weekend, I saw that clown Ramsdale, right? One come down his throat and he tried to tip it over and tipped it straight into his net.
I remember that. Yeah. He is just like I said, he's just one of them. Like, he can make some camera saves from time to time with the shot stopping, but
that's all he is. I can't see how I can't see how the guy's a professional footballer, let alone in the England side.
He plays like an excited puppy. Like, every time he sees the ball, he's just fucking running. I remember how he got away with that Bowen challenge, where he fucking could have thankfully saved. He could have broke his leg.
He could have broke him in half, yeah. And that is what he is. He's a hype man. He got excited playing for Arsenal. Obviously, anyone that plays for Arsenal is the best player of all time. And I had arguments with Arsenal fans about him. Can't stand the geezer. Think he's an absolute clown. I really do. Right? But no, as soon as he's number one for Arsenal, mate, he's the best of all. So, he could have been fucking Buffon the way they was talking about him, right? Goes to Southampton and he's playing at his level. No. I'm telling you now, he's playing above his level, right? He should not be in the Premier League. There's Championship goalkeepers better than him. There's League One goalkeepers better than him. I've seen youth keepers.
He's the Jordan Hugill of goalkeepers.
He's awful, right? He's awful. Goes to Southampton, then all of a sudden, I know he's no good. He was, they was all calling for him to play. He's just shit. Yeah. He is just shit, right? And
this is when they were talking about how he should play ahead of Pickford Pickford's always been clear of him, and people saying, "Nah, why is Pickford starting? Should be Ramsdale."
We aren't blessed.
Pickford in goal for England should start in front of everyone because he's never let England down. Really, he's always performed. The thing is, Nick Pope is the other one as well, but because he ain't got the distribution of other goalkeepers, that's why he doesn't get as many games. But there's probably better out there we should be going for, and that young keeper Trafford, he's definitely the one. He's got a lot of potential.
Yeah, Ramsdale should be nowhere near England or West Ham. Let's put it that way.
No,
I know. Thing is, when 1-0 up, who scored for England? Does anyone know?
Walker Lewis Skelly.
Skelly,
whoever that is.
Yeah.
Good on him, kid.
This is an interesting question. Ramsdale or Roberto? All right, let's not go too far. Let's not go too far.
You know what?
Come on.
Do you know what? I think over a longer period, mate. Do you know what? Roberto was bad. Yeah, but he had good moments. I don't see that from Ramsdale.
Come on. We're doing too much here.
No, I don't. Ramsdale and Onana all day long.
Okay, yeah, but Roberto, fucking hell,
he does take some beating. Fucking hell, yeah, he does take some beating. But I'm telling you,
I think this is an insult. This one's an insult.
They are right. I'm going to give it to Ramsdale, just right, but they are on the same level, yeah. And look how far Roberto was fucking handed at that club. So why are you thinking about buying another Roberto? He's not going to play. Well, he shouldn't. If he does, there's something wrong. There's something wrong. Honestly,
this is an insult to Rob Green. Ramsdale was Rob Green with hype.
Nah, Rob Green was brilliant. No, I never.
Look at that.
You've got to put Red 5's comment up on that one.
Wait, hold up. Red. Oh, there you go. Roberto was praised for he needs to retire. Yeah,
I'm telling you, mate. I'm telling you. Yeah. Listen, I've never seen a goal. Right, Roberto was the one for me. I see Roberto slap him in the net and all that. Right. Listen, that one the other day was up there with that. What he done? He tried to tip it over and he just fell back and flicked it in his own net. It was. It was fucking awful. It was like what you see over under eights.
I want to bring something. I want to call Scott out on this, right? Because I remember me and him was at, I believe, Roberto's first ever game for West Ham, Oxford away, 4-0. We lost, and I remember saying to Scott, "This goalkeeper, mate, this goalkeeper ain't it." Like, and he's like, "No, it weren't his fault." Like, come on, like, and he's trying to. He didn't do that bad.
He pulled off some saves that night.
He did.
Yeah,
if you look at the 4 he conceded, he stood there and watched them go in.
Yeah, that's it. Scott was defending it. And then what happened?
He pulled up some brilliant saves, but the 4 he let in, he could have got all 4 of them. And one of them, he just went like that. It went past his leg, and he just
Listen, no one said that Roberto can't make a save. It's over the course of 90 minutes, he's going to have some howlers, and the worst howlers you ever see. It's the goals he lets in, and he consistently lets in goals.
I'll tell you what, but cause controversy here, mate. I don't even think he's getting a women's team, and I've seen some fucking goalkeepers in the women's football. That's for fucking sure.
Who? Roberto or Ramsdale?
Ramsdale.
Yeah. I feel like you really feel like Ramsdale was worse than Roberto. I think that you really are feeling.
Do you know what? I'm going to give it to Ramsdale. Right? But they are the same level. There's not much between them.
Let me get some comments. Usual suspects. Say anything bad about Ramsdale, and his dad goes full Wellstone Raider on you.
Yeah, and do you know why that is? Because he knows he's shite.
Insecurities. If he's the bollocks, if he thinks like his son's really the bollocks, he just don't have to say nothing. Like,
he don't have to say it. Go up to Cristiano Ronaldo's dad and tell him his shit. What would he say?
He'd laugh in your face.
Just laugh at you and walk away.
Yeah, exactly. Nino makes a good point. At Arsenal, he had Saliba and Gabriel in front of him.
Yeah, and he was still shit.
Yeah, like, but that's what I'm saying. So it made him look better than he was. You know, it made him look better than he was, really and truly. And that's the thing. El Chico says a goalkeeper who says he can't concentrate, God forbid, stay far away. Literally, the job where you need to concentrate the most on the pitch.
Let's be honest, that is the only thing you have to do. As a goalkeeper, that's the only thing you have to do. You ain't got to worry about it. Everyone else is dealing with the football. All you've got to do is concentrate on where that ball is and where it's going. That's all you've got to do. So if a goalkeeper turns around and goes, I can't concentrate.
Mate, yeah, what are you doing?
He's as crackers as well. Did you see him turn up as dressed as Hagrid at the Southampton playoff final when he had fuck all to do with Southampton? He just turned up.
It's like I remember when I first see him and he started getting involved in them your shit our chants, which is such lower league football. I hate when Premier League fans do that because it's a lower league football thing. And I looked at him and he thought he was the bollocks because he was getting involved in the chant. And
he's a hype man. He's all a hype man. That's all he is, a hype
man. May 10th, 1980, we won the FA Cup final. Could be an omen, Nicky.
Yeah, Jamie. That's when Jamie's cup final is. So,
yeah. Mav and Ramsdale. This is a point onto the Saliba and Gabriel. Mavropanos and Ramsdale masterclass. You imagine Mavropanos playing in front of Ramsdale. Oh my god, we'd be losing fucking 8-0 every week.
No, honestly,
that does not bear thinking about.
That really makes me feel sick, to be honest. Thinking about that.
Rich West Ham, £5 super chat. Thank you very much, Rich. Great hat, Nicky. Come on, you irons. Hit the likes, people. We appreciate you, Rich. Don't be a good mate.
Rich. I'm just putting the link in the description right now. Give it 2 minutes, and the link's going to be in the description. You can go and get one, mate. 10% off. Support the channel. There you go.
There you go. But yeah, so basically, it's a resounding no to.
Let's put it up to the crowd. Would you take Ramsdale right now? I'm not saying in front of Areola because it's not going to be in front of Areola, but would you take him at West Ham?
No.
Just yes or no answer.
No.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's what we're saying. I'd be surprised to see if someone is all for it.
Yeah, that'd be interesting. Who's going to stick their head above the parapet and be the one that says yeah, and give us a reason why?
Canadian Rich wants to know if the hat's shipped to Canada. I don't know if you have that information.
Well, why? A Fresh Eco Kid, mate. Big company.
So, right. Yep. So put that in. Right. So getting on to the update with the Paqueta case. Might have mentioned Moyes is providing a character witness, but there's an update on the actual nature of the bets. So half the bets, this is according to Sky Cave, that's how his name's spelled. Half the bets were under £50. Most were under £100. One bet was just £7. Paqueta's relative placed a bet worth £30 that was flagged as unusually large. The highest bet was £400. So we're not talking crazy life-changing money for a player that's on 120 grand a week, has all that money going to risk his career for, to me.
Yeah.
You know, that'd be the height of stupidity.
It doesn't matter what the bets are. If it was pennies, it doesn't matter. If they're flagged as irregular, they're irregular.
Well, it flagged as unusually large. That's what it flagged.
30 quid.
Not regular.
30 quid. Go to fucking Canning Town. I've seen people put £200 on fucking 15-team accumulators in Canning Town, man. It's fucking mental.
Yeah, go on.
Yeah, it is what I mean. It's probably unusual from the location. From the location, it is. That might be what it is.
Well, it said unusual. The word used was unusually large. So
unusually, yeah, maybe from the the location it is, and I don't know. I don't know the financial situations over there. Listen, again, and I reiterate this: if he's guilty, he's guilty. and he's deserves all the punishment he's got. But it doesn't strike me. Let's have a propaganda at it, right? And I'm not trying to defend him without it. They're trying to persecute without evidence, and I'm not trying to defend him without evidence, right? But if Lucas Paqueta took all of them bets that was put on, yeah, and sent 3 days' wages back, I'm going to pay them all.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah,
And he's looking
exactly.
at lifetime ban. If it was that bad, yeah, I can't see it. I can't see it. It doesn't look good. It doesn't look good at all. But you don't know who's involved in terms of, like, there's a lot of gang warfare over in Brazil and all this sort of thing. And, like, them people are not to fuck with. But a gang isn't going to go in and put 60 quid on and then say, if you don't get a Lila card, I'm gonna smack your mum. You know what I mean? They're not going to do that. You know what I mean? Like a gang, you'd be talking thousands and thousands and thousands. So it doesn't add up. And I've said this all along. It doesn't add up.
No, 100%. And this is what I look at. At the end of the day, this is what I think Red 5 has pointed out, the fact that it's on probabilities. And you look at these factors and you think, would he probably risk his whole career over bets worth 7 quid, 30 quid, max 400 quid? Would he? He probably wouldn't do that. So if we're going by probability, let's say he's probably innocent.
That is a fantastic. If you can prosecute him on probabilities, then you can defend him on probabilities. And is the probability is he going to risk his whole career, lifetime ban, don't forget, and he'll be banned from football, not just playing, from football. He will never be able to coach. He will never be able to manage. He wouldn't even probably be able to go and that's the word, isn't it? He wouldn't even be probably able to go and coach an under-10 side or something like that. He'll be banned from football altogether, right? His livelihood, a livelihood that, he's paying him very well, and it's going to continue to pay him very well. He was on course, which is one of the bits of evidence which we'll talk about in a second, but he was on course to go to Manchester City for 85 million quid. Out of that, he would have got 16 million pounds out of it for his agent as a signing on fee. He's not going to be risking that, for pennies on the pound. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
And that is the thing, mate. This is the thing. It's not like you said. It's not like he ain't on a good money. He weren't going to go and get this big payday that he was on course to go and get. So, like you said, even if it's allegedly his uncle who's put the bets on and things like that, you're not going to waste your time and run the risk of putting that sort of money on a bet that could potentially ruin your career.
Well,
just chuck your uncle a few grand. You need some money. There's a few grand. I won't miss it.
But even then, though, Dan, even if like you are doing these bets, you're chucking your uncle a couple of grand to go and put a big bet on. You know what I mean? You're not going to run that risk.
Go and put 10 grand on it.
Yeah. The thing is, and this is the thing. You look at spot fixing through the years and things like that. The amount of money that have been laid out on bets to influence games and things like that, it's a big amount of money. It's not loose change. Do you know what I mean? This is syndicates. It's big people. It's big people spending big money to make big money. You don't put 20 quid here, 30 quid here, that type of thing. Yeah, whether it's irregular for where it is, whether his uncle allegedly, who they're saying has put these bets on for him, even if he's living in one of the poorest communities, and that's why it is the way it is. He's still an uncle of a professional football player, so it's a bit stupid. It really is a bit stupid.
No, 7 quid.
Put a bet on me. 7. Yes, 7. Like it wouldn't surprise me if he's really just he likes a fucking gamble. And what's he gonna get? He's been watching Lucas his whole life, probably. Yeah. What player does he know better than Lucas? No player in football does he. So if you're gonna bet on anyone, well, yeah, I know what he's like in games. I know he's probably gonna get a yellow card.
Look at the way he plays like a Brazilian. Yeah, he's passionate. He's always. He does put in a reckless tackle, but if you go there, Paul scores.
Mm. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Scholes could not fucking tackle. So could we have done him on probability? Because every time we put in a tackle, we got a yellow card. Of course not. You have to prove these things. If they do him on probability, I promise you, right? And listen, I don't support that board for nothing. But if I was that board, I would sue that. There's £50 million that they're going to put down the drain. Yeah, £50 million. If I was that club, and I'm not just talking about the player, the player's going to have his own gripes, right? And as I said, if he's guilty, yeah, and they've got evidence that he's guilty, fair enough, right? But
they clearly don't.
They don't. They clearly don't.
Wouldn't be on probability if they had evidence.
He ain't got no criminal charge against him. Yeah, which is a criminal act to defraud someone. Yeah, no matter what it is, if it's betting company and all that, probably some of them fucking deserve it. But I'm just saying, like defrauding someone is a criminal act. Yeah, you could be put in prison for 10 years for that. Yeah. There's no criminal charges against him. There's no evidence against him. No. To ban someone on life based on probability is one of the worst things I've seen. And I've seen, bearing in mind, this is the Brazil number 10. Yeah. I've seen referees, right, who control the game. Yeah. Who have full control over that, full control over who they book and all, more so than a player. Yeah. Who they book, when they blow up. Throw-ins, corners, and all that sort of thing. They've got full control over that. Yeah, get done for it and come back.
Yep,
make it make sense.
Yeah,
make it make sense. It doesn't make sense if they do the geezer on probabilities alone, right? If they ain't got no evidence, and as I said before, I will fully support if they've got evidence. If they've got no evidence and do the geezer on probability, David Sullivan should be marching up there in his Rolls Royce, mate, with a fucking walking stick and battering everyone in that FA. Because it's £50 million of ours down the drain.
Yeah, it will be appealed. It will be appealed, and it will go to. Then it has to go to another court, maybe European court. It will go to a court where they need evidence. Like it can't stand. Like there's no way you can just one case. He gets done on probability and he's banned, and that's it. No appeal. It's going to be pushed. So this is going to be a long. Unless Paqueta wins this first case, it's going to be a long process. That's for damn sure.
And let's be honest, you probably find that the solicitor that Paqueta's got is probably 10 times better than what the prosecution is.
We got the solicitor who's I think helped. Was it Man City? Has been working with Man City or something like that. Like
there you go, then. So that says it all, mate. That says it all.
Well, let's say that. Let's see with the Man City thing. Yeah, right. So this is part of the evidence. So Moisey is coming back. Right, to give evidence, coming back. He's not coming back. He's going to the FA. But Moyes is coming back to defend Lucas Paquetá. Yeah, so he's been called as a witness. As I think there's a few, right? So this is good.
He offered a character reference. That's what he's done. He's offered a character
reference, right? So this, right? This is why he's coming back to defend him, right? And it's going to be heartbreaking for some people to hear, right? So that one of the cards that he got was the Bournemouth game, 94th minute, right? As I said before, probably you won't wait to the 94th minute. If you want to go in probabilities, you probably won't wait to the 94th minute to get. He asked to be left out of that game because he was on the verge of an £85 million move to Man City. And he asked David Moyes to leave him out. Yeah, he said, "I'm just about to sign for City," which we knew was happening anyway. You know what I mean? Like if this stuff, he would have been gone, right? So he's on an £85 million move to City, right? How this move didn't appear, I don't know, right? But he was on the eve of an £85 million move to City, and he asked David Moyes to leave him out. So that's why he's called him up to the stand. He said, "Like, if I was involved in betting scandals and all of this and these bets, I wouldn't have been left. I wouldn't have asked to leave out." So he's going to come to defend him in that case.
Yeah.
And as you work on probabilities, why would you probably ask to be left out if you weren't probably planning to get a yellow card?
Josiah said it's like the Johnny Depp trial. You know what? I wish this was filmed. I wish this was televised, like and streamed and stuff. It'd be so interesting to watch. I really like watching these high-profile cases, and this would be a great one to watch. But, we do watch-alongs. We could do Paqueta trial watch-alongs. Objection! Way! Yeah,
There used to be a game on the Super Nintendo. What the fuck was that called? I used to play that game. Something Attorney.
No, that's not on Super Nintendo. You're talking about Phoenix Wright.
Phoenix Wright, yeah, I used to play on Super Nintendo.
That wasn't Super Nintendo. That started on Nintendo. It's Nintendo DS.
No, I'm telling you, it was on the Super Nintendo.
Oh well, we can just find this out right now. Ace Attorney. What was it? I love Google. Do you remember back in the day, like when you'd have these arguments and they'd just go on for ages because there was no way of checking it. And now we have the internet. It was released in 2001 for the Game Boy Advance. That was the first one, Game Boy Advance.
Oh, wow. Oh, well, fair enough. I remembered it on the Super Nintendo.
You got to love Google, man. So yeah, we get some. So Matt says the algorithms are built into these systems. He's talking about the system that flagged up. The algorithms are built into these systems for a purpose. I've built these processes into gambling platforms. So we've got someone with experience on this sort of situation. So yeah. It was really you know what?
I know that's your job and that, but algorithms can be wrong.
Oh yeah. Algorithms can make mistakes. That's for damn sure. And the thing is, the algorithm is there to draw attention to it. It doesn't prove it, which is not what Matt's suggesting.
Matt, if you can get in contact after, we'd like to see about the YouTube algorithm. We'd like to have a discussion about that. To be honest, so
build us a little hack.
Yeah.
But do you? Oh, this is an interesting topic. Do you guys know there's a possibility that Tim Steidson might be the new sporting director at Palace? Yes, I did hear this, and I had some people very messaging me about it for my thoughts, and it's interesting. This is my listen. I'm not a Tim. People know this. I'm not a Tim Steidson hater. I defended him a lot. I thought he got a lot of unjust hate, but on the role of what he did for us, he was excellent at getting deals over the line, negotiating. That's something that I can definitely say is good at. In terms of player ID and recruitment, it's like that, because the time is that we was defending, we're saying, listen, let's see how we're writing him off. Now he's got the keys to see how his players turn out. Now, he's admitted apparently that Fulkrug was a mistake because of his injury record. Guilherme is looking like a mistake. That's like 50 million. Who else we sign? Now, Wan-Bissaka, if Wan-Bissaka's him, then that's a big point, but we have to give it to him because otherwise we could say that the bad ones are not his. Who else did we sign this summer?
Todibo?
Todibo. Now, that one is still we're not 100%. The jury's still out on Todibo, but looks to be a very promising signing. And then you go into like Kudus and
Kilman,
other players. Kilman, which I think Kilman was heavily Lopetegui because I think that was our little. So like
Rodriguez.
Rodriguez. So in terms of player ID. Very sketchy. But in terms of negotiation, very, very good. So it depends on what they're mainly requiring from him. It's going to be their sporting director giving the keys to the kingdom.
I still think it was a bit harsh. You know what I mean? Like, there's a couple of players there. We was all excited over that summer transfer window. We was really excited. Yeah. And there's a couple of players there that just ain't. Todibo is going to come good. I'm telling you now. Wan-Bissaka is one of the best signings we've made at fullback ever. He's class. Right? And I said this the other day, he should be playing for England tonight, not Kyle Walker. But
the full crew, this is it. It's the full crew Guilherme that's really going to define.
Is the one, but then he did have Duran tied up. You know what I mean? And like there was something going on there, like something happened.
But we'd already dropped the 25 mil on Guilherme, like before the Duran, like because that was the first signing, wasn't it, in Brazil?
Even still, Guilherme, we don't know yet. We don't know. You know what I mean? Like it is looking dodgy, but we don't know about Guilherme.
The thing is, the Guilherme one was always a gamble because it was a young lad coming in who potentially could have turned that 25 million into 50, 60 million. And that's what that signing was all about. That signing was a future signing that, look, if this pays off, we're going to make a good bit of profit here. You know, and we benefit from the player being a good player.
It was a big gamble. I remember saying it at the time. You know, it has to, because the thing is, people saying, well, what if he's the next Neymar? If he's going to be the next Neymar, it seems he's a long way off from being the next Neymar, because he's two managers have barely given him any minutes. He's always coming up past the 84th minute every time he comes on. He's never coming on like the 70th minute. So they're not seeing it yet.
No, exactly, and that's the thing. These type of signings are gambles. You know, they play. Look at Lanzini. When we signed Lanzini he was playing out in the Saudi League, weren't he? If I remember rightly, and that was a massive gamble to bring a player in playing in that sort of league, and he come on to be a really good player for us. So sometimes it does work out. It's just the price tag. That's the thing.
But this is it. It's just a case of with the desperate need for a striker, could we afford to have made that gamble? I don't know if it was wise to make that right. The timing of it in a rebuild post Moyes, I think we needed to be a bit smarter. And so he could that could be defining for his time at West Ham. Those two signings, we'll see. Sushant with the $19.99 super chat. Thank you very much, Sushant. Hope you're well, my friend. Come on, you irons. I'm going to watch West Ham against Man U summer series in the summer at New York. You guys should join if you can. Now, do you know what I just learned from this? A Man U fan who lives in New Jersey, and he made a very big point to say it's not in New York, it's MetLife Stadium, New Jersey, but they always promote it as New York when it's New Jersey. I guess it's like calling Billericay London or something, or Brentwood. Brentwood's probably a better thing, isn't it? Like if it's in Brentwood, and you're saying
New York the state.
What?
Yeah,
New York the state. It'd be still New York.
Yeah, but it's not technically. It's not New York, right?
That's it. Yeah, but
I just spoke to a New Jerseyite, right? I was just doing a live stream with a New Jerseyite, and he said New Jersey is not New York. It's Jersey. It's Jersey, isn't it? It's Jersey.
New Jersey, isn't it? Is it New Jersey?
Yeah, it's New Jersey. It's New Jersey, but it's
I mean,
there might be some New Yorkers or New Jerseyites in the chat, but I guess it's probably like New Jersey is the Essex of New York. Like if you've got money and you work in New York, you live in New Jersey.
Is that Roy May Jr. says the New York Jets play in New Jersey?
Yeah,
the New York Mets play. But you got the Jersey.
It's like the London airports, isn't it? Stansted, London Airport, Stansted.
London Luton. It's in Luton.
Yeah. I guess it is kind of like that.
Even Gatwick. Gatwick's in bloody Surrey.
To be fair, Roy, right? This isn't a fair argument, right? Because we know, like, your sports franchises move all over the gaff. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, they never stay in one fucking spot. They just, we'll move over here. So it's quite normal.
Yeah.
You know,
I don't know,
it doesn't happen.
Should we go to New York? Who wants to go to New York? Should we go?
I wouldn't listen. I would go to New Jersey. I wouldn't go to New York because New York is like King Rat Central, mate.
No, mate, that's just
harsh.
To be fair, I'll be honest, right? It is King Rat Central. They were offering.
Truth used to live over there, and he said to me, "I said, listen, mate, what are the rats like there?" He said, "Mate," he said, "they're everywhere, like cats, like the size of these fuckers."
Have a Google. New York rat versus pigeon.
I saw one.
I'm all right.
Listen, I saw one. I think he was in New York in a ninja suit with 4 kids, and those turtles. I saw him. I'm telling you.
That sounds about right.
I contemplated applying for a job out in New York to go and catch and get rid of the rats because they were offering big money to go and do it. I've seen the videos of the size of the rats out there, mate. They've got a major, major problem.
Why didn't you do it, Scott? You could have gone out with a shotgun, some samurai swords, and fucking napalm. Like,
it would have been good money, but a big move, mate. Big up evil.
Don't worry about
you've had to live there. It weren't a one-off thing.
Yeah. Where are you going to go over? You can't exterminate all the rats in one go. It's not fucking Rambo.
Yeah, I
Fucking
think
hell.
Scott is. He's Ratbo. He's Ratbo.
Hey, I'm telling you, don't worry.
He is-
Listen, there's rats everywhere, right? Go Paris and try and look at the rats there. Don't worry about
You
New
know
York.
what? I don't remember seeing them when I was in Paris, to be
Mate,
fair. Like, I
they
saw
are
one, it wasn't even many. That was a long
everywhere.
time ago. But
They are
I'll never forget in Stratford, I was working in Stratford, and in my building, I walked down the stairs, and there was a rat just on the fucking stairs, and he just stared at me like, and I was like, no, thank you. I just turned around. Like, he just stared, he didn't run or anything. He just looked at me
rabid.
like,
He might have been rabid.
fucking hell. That's why.
Right or wrong?
Is that true, Scott? Why did he stare me out like that? Why didn't he run away?
He's scared, isn't he? That's why.
Well, if he's scared, then run. Why is he
But the thing is, right? It's a lot of things. It's like when you sit there and people say, "Oh, you corner a rat, it goes for the neck." Yeah, they don't go for the neck. They try and jump over your shoulder.
Yeah, they're trying to run over.
They go for the light. So they try and jump over, and everyone turns around and says to them, "Oh, they go for your throat." They don't go for your throat. The thing's more scared of you than you are of it.
Ask your rat eating a sausage in Wandsworth.
I've seen many a rat in this country. Don't worry about that.
I see a rat pick up a sausage like he was at the chip shop. Right? I'm not joking. And he was just sitting there, just munching it, sitting on his two legs, just munching this sausage in Wandsworth, right outside the station. Honestly,
I'll tell you something, mate. Go down the tube at night and see the size of the rats.
I've seen them, mate. I've seen them,
mate.
They are huge.
London is fucking full of them.
Scott, why don't you just? Scott does do pest control. Why don't you just fucking get rid of them? Can't we just like put? There's got to be a fucking thing.
Hold on a minute.
Like,
Are you a vegan?
yeah, but rats are different.
Why? Why are they different?
I just don't want them to exist. That's all. I don't want to torture
got
them. I just don't want them to be on this earth.
Scott.
Yeah.
Scott, can't we just round them up and put them in an island, like Rat Island, and fucking let them live?
You know what? I've got a feeling there is something like that. There's certain places, you got Snake Island, which is like a no-go zone for humans because it's just overrun with snakes. It wouldn't surprise me if there's an island out there that's overrun by rats. Honestly.
Oh,
Listen,
yeah,
there's a reason.
I know you just said it. The Spider Island's mad, mate. That's mad. Yeah. I would never. I'd collapse if I went there, man. I would never be able to go there. I don't like spiders. I don't like snakes. I don't like anything like that.
There is a reason why, after a nuclear war, all that will be left is rats and cockroaches.
Why's that then?
Just because it's the way they survive, mate.
Well, we've got to find a way, Scott. I'm tasking you with this extermination of all rats.
Have you seen the rat temple?
No.
Have you seen that?
No. Mate.
Google the rat temple. They live with them. There's this temple. I don't want to generalize, but I believe it's in India. Yeah, I believe so. Right, and it's a temple, and they believe that they're there. What are they? But let me get it up. I can show it, can't I? I can show that, can't I?
Oh.
Yeah.
I
won't. Just in case. Right, but there is a rat
take his word for it.
The rat temple is in India.
Yes, it's in India, right? And they go in there, mate, and there are, I'm not joking, not hundreds, not thousands, there are millions of them, yeah? And they walk around and they think that they believe that they're their like passed on relatives and all that. And they sit with them, they drink with them, they eat with them, they bathe with them. You know what I mean? Like they literally, yeah. Are you guys looking at it? Yeah, mate. They eat better than the people, and they just they climb on them and that. They just have it. They just fucking they welcome it. It is fucking mad, but it does make me feel fucking sick. They've got like food sources there, and the rats are just running around the food sources, but they're just eating out of it and all that. Yeah, this is mad. That's mad.
Fucking hell. On that shit, I've got to shoot, so I'll leave you two to.
Rat talk. Yeah, we're going to start wrapping up now anyway. So, but go on, mate. You go.
All right, we'll see you soon. God bless.
It's late, mate.
I'm just finding the template for the 2 on there. I know I've made it. Oh yeah, wait, I shouldn't move.
There we go. What the fuck happened there? Yeah. The rap temple is fucking crazy, mate. Yeah, that is crazy. But
I just quickly looked at it, mate. That is crazy.
It's
Honestly.
mad. You have a look with the sound on and all that, and hear what the people thinking. Bowen's just come on for England, by the way. We're gonna start wrapping up now anyway. Listen, don't forget to get your hats, Fresh Ego Kid hats. Link is in the description down below. Use the code, support the channel. They're quality hats. There's a load of different designs. There's some good ones. The old school West Ham one is the best one. I'm gonna say that one. The old school West Ham one is the best one. So get that one. Go and watch the rest of England, I suppose. I've got to say this because I haven't mentioned it, and I said this on Twitter. And thank you so much for your messages this week. It has meant an awful lot to me. As if anyone didn't know, my dad passed away on Sunday. So I've been down the hospital and all of that sort of stuff. My dad was very, very ill, and he did pass away on Sunday. So yes. I did send some messages to people on Twitter, but anyone that's messaged me, it's been crazy for me this week. I'm tired. I'm knackered. It's hard work. I know, Scott, you lost your mum a little while back. But yeah, God bless my dad. And there's going to be a funeral very soon. But yeah, thank you so much for everyone's messages. I haven't got round to messaging everyone on all the platforms that have been sent. But, I had to say something because a lot of people were starting to question my interest in the channel and all of this sort of thing. There's one guy in particular really that was really getting on my back about how I need to go now and I need to leave and all this and I'm not interested in it anymore. I did say, you're going to know very soon why. That is why, but as I said, life moves on. And we move on, you know what I mean? And I am back now, so I'm going to be back and I'm going to be better than ever. But yes, that is why I've been absent. And yes, there we go. That's it. Yeah. Come on your own.
It takes a lot out of you, but you'll get through it, trust me.
Yeah. So we'll start wrapping it up there anyway. As I said before, link in the description, freshly go out at Kid Hats. Buy them, man. We might go to New York. There we go. You know what I mean? We get a little cut of everyone's sold, so it supports the channel. But yes, life is about transmission. Emma, thank you very much. Thank you for everyone. As I said, that he's sending condolences and all that. It's very much appreciated. But listen, go and watch England. We'll leave you for your Friday night pint. Thank you very much for joining us on this edition of Friday Night Pint. We'll be back towards the Wolves game, I guess, to go to Atlanta. Roy, mate, listen, we might go to both, mate. It's only a one country. How far can it be? We'll walk there. But yeah, But so, as I say, go and watch England. Go and support the country, I suppose. We'll be back for the Wolves game. So one thing left for us to say: come on, you irons.
Come on, you irons.